play a part in it. And as species die, the ecology changes. And man is dying. Gaia, Mother Nature, is angry with us. Very angry. Floods, tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes. Mother Nature, or God, or whatever you want to say, is angry with humanity for the stupid things we do to each other and her. You follow that? Our lack of communication with her. Our refusal to link ourselves back in as a part of the soil and the spirit. The sun. Mother Nature is mad. And food is going bad. And people's minds are going bad. We're in a bad state today. So of course, they don't need what happens every 25,000 years, one of us is born. The Hindus call us avatars. We're referred to as an Amanubi Rakatar. The word Aman means that you're a priest of Ra, a sun person, coming in of the sun cycle for the pathos. Amanubi Rakatar, which they say as Amanubi Rakapath. We are born, you follow that? To rectify, to re-enlighten you. The alignment comes when we come. The planet shifts when we come. They know that we're here. Oh, that's the balance. Evil and good is balanced. You cannot have a world of all good, because it will conceive evil in another form. Evil will become anyone that disagrees or uncooperates. You follow that? Defect would be evil. Maim would be evil. Blindness would be evil if all was supposed to be good. But it's not. It's supposed to be balanced. And religion teaches everything got to be good. And it creates an imbalancement in the universe. And it's the root of all the hate and racism and war and separation that's destroying everything. And when that happens, it is time for your history to be renewed. It is time for you to become aware of the divine in you. You follow? An awakening takes place. That you were once the gods. That Ra sent Osiris to this planet and his wife Isis to this planet. And they lived here amongst the nature or amongst nature in harmony. And then he sent Set. And Set was Osiris' brother. And Set was jealous of Osiris and Isis and wanted Isis or Uset for himself. So he put on a big banquet at the party of Osiris or Usia. And he made a beautiful sarcophagus, made to fit the size of Osiris only. And he had his men, his warriors, which they call fallen angels, who came with him, get and said, prop the sarcophagus, I want to see if it fits my loving brother. You follow? And he put him in the sarcophagus and they sealed it. And he took him out, cut him into 14 parts. These are not true stories. These are metaphors. These are folk tales of actual incidents. See, when you go back before it and you say, well, where did Ra come from? They'll say, from the primordial egg, the black egg. The black egg is represented by the black dot. The black dot is represented by a soul. They say three principles to soul in ancient Egypt: the Ka, the Ba, and the Ah. And those three principles are the principles of the universe: persons, places, and things. The only time persons, places, and things cross is when a divine principle steps in. And when human beings, Mem, Ra, the God, Hu, the creative force of will, the god men in ancient Egypt always comes back as Ra. And when men becomes conscious of the god, then the principle of persons, places, and things are broken by the principle now and then. When then becomes now, and then becomes now. When a people or a being completes his growth or his evolution from what he is supposed to be to what he is, then he is reached the point of now. You with me? If he looks at his past and everything that brought him to now, he will look over his left shoulder and see it as then. If he intends to perfect the dot now, then from here on there'll be no more changes. Acquisition, inquisitiveness are gone. I now know. So the next then is always going to be the same as right now. I don't want to sound too confused. As I come through life and I hear the Jehovah's Witness, that was back then, you know. And they talk to me about God and Jesus Christ and the Jehovah's Witness Bible, and I'm very interested. And I sit down with some Jehovah's Witness. They come in my house, and I'm convinced this is the truth. You follow me? Right now, I'm convinced. However, if I walk a little further and I run into a Seventh-day Adventist, and they say, well, the Jehovah's Witness got a lot of truth. However, they forget about the Shabbat, they don't eat pork, and so and so and so and so. And I can show you in the Bible, it says don't eat pork, and keep the Shabbat, and I go, what was then important to me is no longer important to me now. I now have a new now. Do we ever reach the end of now? No. Wrong. We do reach the end of now. When now, then, and then stops. Because there are no more Jehovah's Witnesses, or Seventh-day Adventists, or black Muslims, or whatever, to change my now. I now know. And you can never change me. I'm not going to be converted to nothing else. I now know. I don't want to call it tunnel vision. I want to call it a kind of awareness because I did the research. I wasn't indoctrinated. I was brainwashed. But brainwashed is one of those games or play on words to make you think that it's wrong to be brainwashed. But if I was a smoker and a drinker and a druggie and I had all that in my brain, I wish you would wash my brain so I could get a cleaner brain. This is where evil is made to look good and good is made to look evil when they take words and they flip them and say, you are brainwashed. He said, thank you, please. Because if I wash this shirt to get clean, if I wash my brain, all that garbage you taught me is gone, then it's... And once I am in the state of now, because I have did my own research, and I have confirmed everything, and I know there's nothing coming better. In other words, I have found myself. I am comfortable with what I am. My biggest fear and problem is how much I intimidate others because I appear to be so content with what I am. They seem to be bothered. They say, well, I'm in the Wapi. What's that? The person that believes in sound, right reason. What do you mean by that? We believe that you shouldn't believe. You should investigate. You believe that you must believe to get through the pearly gates. You follow that? We don't believe anything. Call me an atheist. Call me a black devil. Call me a Satanist. Call me all the things you need to keep you happy. But if you say atheist, I'm going to say atheos. I'm going to say a in Greek against theos, or Greek deity. I'm not Greek, I'm not an atheist. Satanist. Satana, Hatana, Hebrew word Satan. What does it mean? Serpent person. I'm not a serpent person. You know what's wrong with people? You ain't this phonetic, here's the phonetics and I'm not Phoenician. At the